Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hello, everyone. My name is Asil Khan and I work as an English language instructor. On today's video, I am going to teach you simple present tense with details. Before I teach you simple present tense, there are some questions. What is simple present tense? And why do we make sentences in simple present tense? And how do we make sentences in simple present tense? So on this video, I am going to answer these basic and fundamental questions about simple present tense. Okay, so simple present tense is usually used in our daily routines and life. Simple present tense basically talks about general things, and it talks about habitual things or habitual actions. It talks about the things that we do regularly. It talks about the things that we do on a schedule, and it talks about the activities and the events or the actions that happen generally. So whatever we do every day, whatever we do monthly, regularly, annually, and whatever happens naturally and generally in all parts of the world, there we use simple present tense. Okay, so the basic structure of simple present tense is very simple. You have to use all subjects, and then you can use a verb form. If the subject is he, she, it, or a singular person, then we have to add s, es, or ies with the verb forms. Have this in positive sentences. This case applies only in simple and only in positive sentences. If the subject is I, we, you, or they, or a plural subject, then you don't have to use or add ses or ies with the verb forms. For example, I say he goes to school every day, so I added es with the verb go. They wash clothes every other day. So wash clothes, I didn't add any s or es or ies with this word because the subject is they. We take a tour to Lahore every year. Salman studies at night. So these are things that happen regularly or that happen generally, okay? That's why we use simple present tense. If you want to make a negative sentence, we use doesn't or does not, and we use don't or do not. Doesn't is used with the subjects he, she, it, or a singular name or a singular person. And don't is used with I, we, you, or they, or a plural subject. He doesn't study on Sunday. Salman doesn't study on Sunday. They don't go to school on Sunday. We don't play soccer on the weekends. She doesn't watch TV dramas. So these are negative sentences. Speaking of the question sentences, you have to bring do or does at the beginning of the sentences. So do is used with the I, we, you, they, or plural subject, and does is used with he, she, it, or a singular subject. So you can say, do you work on the weekends? Does Bilal come on time? Do you attend English classes? Do they clean the house on Sundays? Does she sing songs? Does Kamran watch TV dramas? So these are question sentences. You can also use is, am, are, and simple present tense when you talk about present occupations, jobs, careers, or when you talk about present existence or state. For example, you can say, I am a human being. So it's a present state. I am a doctor. She is a doctor. They are happy. It's a present state. They are happy. It's actually simple present tense. It's not present continuous tense. It's simple present tense, and we don't have an action verb in these sentences. For example, he is an engineer. He is a doctor. He is at home. They are in the library. We are in the class now. He is a student. Bilal is on the road. So these are sentences and simple present tense, but they show present state or present existence or occupations. Okay, there is a question how to use or how to add SES and IES with the verb forms and simple present tense and positive sentences. Okay, normally we add S. For example, we say opens, closes, adds. So similarly, for example, pays, sits, walks, drives. So these are verbs that take S simply. And when there are verbs and they finish with E, you have to add ES with them. For example, the verb drive finishes with E. I have to add S. So drives. Move finish with E. I have to add simply S. Moves. Care. So care finishes with E. I have to simply add S. Cares. There are many other verbs too that finish with E. So you simply have to add S with them. And there are verbs that finish with SH, CH, S, X, O. We add ES with them. For example, watch, watches, bench, benches, fix, fixes, go, goes, do, does, stress, stresses, press, presses, cage, cages, H's, smash, smashes. So these verbs finish with SH, CH, X, S, or Z, buzz, buzzes. So there we added ES with them. And if there are verbs and they finish with Y, and before Y there is a consonant, so we have to remove Y and we have to add IES. For example, carry, carries, berry, berries. So these are verbs that finish with RY, and R is a consonant, Y is there. So we have to remove Y and we should add IES there. Try, tries, and lots of more verbs. If a verb finishes with Y and before Y there is a vowel, then we don't have to remove Y. We should simply add S. For example, play, plays, stay, stays, pay, pays, buy, buys, say, says. So these verbs finish with a vowel plus a consonant. That's why I added only S simply. Okay, so these are added with the verbs only and positive sentences and simple present tense. Now this is all about simple present tense. In simple present tense, you can talk about daily schedules and timetables and things that happen in the future as well. For example, the train leaves at 10 o'clock tomorrow. The plane will depart at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So you can use simple present tense for future timetables as well. I have a test next week. They have exams in July. So these are sentences that talk about fixed schedules, which will happen in the future, the things that will happen in the future. So this is all about simple present tense. If you do have any questions about simple present tense, you can leave your questions in the comment section below. And thank you very much. See you with another video. Goodbye.